Hey boys and girls, so today is social studies and it's Wednesday, and today's lesson is about identify sequence of events. So we're gonna get started. You have some vocabulary. You have to write this down. Your vocabulary is first. First means before all others. Next, right after. Last, after others. So here you have a sequence of events of someone making breakfast, someone pouring, I think they're pouring something like sugar into a bowl, then mixing it, then they're gonna have a burner there, and then they're gonna cut, and then they're gonna eat it. So basically, this is showing you how steps of how to bake a cake. Yeah. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 images, and right here, he is cutting the cake, and it's a cake with jam in it. That's what the little knife in his hand has. That little red, that's jam. Okay, so then think about the things that you do every day, and what order do you do them? For example, when you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth, you brush your teeth and you floss. You do things in order. You wake up, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, have breakfast, then get ready to go to school, and you do that every day, and it's in order. Now tell a friend something that you do. Make sure to tell them what you do in order. Now this is if you're online with me, you would tell me things in order. So like, for example, when I get ready to cook, first I wash my hands, then I start prepping my food, like cutting. Then I have my pan on with ready to start cooking, and then I prep my food in order. Okay, you don't start cooking before you wash your hands. You always have to wash your hands before you always do something. For example, when you want to go, they have another example here about eating an apple. So here they have first, second, third, and fourth. So the apple images, they are not in order. So they wanted you to put them in order. So you have, obviously the second one is wrong. That will be first. Then the first will be second, and the fourth will be third, and the third will be last. Okay? Because those apples, you don't first bite an apple, then you have a full apple, then the apple's already finished. So we always start with the full apple. Okay? Flowering is sequencing. So you always start with a seed, then you start seeing a little seedling, then you start seeing a baby plant, then it starts growing, and finally you have your flowers. So then these are not in order either. Okay, then you have what happens first. You plant it, get ready to plant in the bag. So obviously it will go in the bag, and you get ready to plant, and you plant it. So they just basically, what they're showing you is that what you do first. This plant is already done, so she's planting it. So obviously you would get the plant first, get some soil, and then you start planting it in the ground. Okay. There is a video called Rosie's Walk, which you have to watch.
And now, Rosie's Walk. Rosie the hen went for a walk. Across the yard. Around the pond. mill. Through the fence. Under the beehives. And got back in time for dinner.
Wow, that was really long. Okay, that was a really long video, and it was just basically telling you how Rosie went on her walk and how she did things. And we wanted you to pay close attention to what Rosie was doing, going around the pond, over the hay, and just how she was doing things in order. That's why this lesson is called Sequence of Events. Okay. I'm going to show you what you have to do. Make sure you guys have your vocabulary words written down somewhere. You have to have first, next, and last. Remember, first, before all others. Next, right after. Last, after all others. Okay, so right now we're going to do, you're going to do 3 things in a row, such as sitting in a chair, writing on the board, picking up a book, or anything that you can do. So you can, if you're standing, stand up. Sit down, then stand up again. If you're writing on the board, write, stop, write again, picking up a book. Now pay close attention to the accents of what you're doing first, what are you doing next, and what are you doing last. That's what we're practicing, first, next, and last, because we're learning how we put things in order, okay? This is what you will have to do right now in class. If you're with me, if not, then you just be practicing, paying attention to what you do first, next, and last. In your activity, when we were looking at the PowerPoint, we went through the slides, and I was telling you how the apple being eaten was not in order, and also planting a flower was not in order. So by looking at these pictures, you will have to tell me, okay, which one goes first? So the apple and the second one goes first. Then it will be, I wonder if it has to play. It will be the next one, and then so on, so on. Okay, so you would tell me this verbally in the chat. Okay, and then right here, what happens first? You get soil, then your plants, then you plant it. You don't start planting if you don't have a plant in your hand. And you can't plant without soil, okay? I'm going to show you what you have to do. There is an activity that you have to do. It's called Bestie Bear Does a Trick. And it tells you, number 1, Bestie Bear is going to do a trick. Look at the pictures. Number 2, Bestie Bear can stand on her hands. Bestie Bear fell on the ground. So number 1, I'll read it again. Bestie Bear is going to do a trick. Bestie Bear can stand on her hands. Bestie Bear fell on the ground. This handout, this homework is in teams in social studies. So you have to be able to do this. So you have to tell your parents, they have to print this out. They can scan it to me once they're done, and then send me a quick that you finish. Here's the answer key, but you only have to do page 1, okay? So Bestie Bear is going to do a trick. So which one is she ready to do a trick? then Bestie Bear can stand on her hands. Which one shows that she's standing on her hands? Number 3, Bestie Bear fell on the ground, okay? That's your homework, okay? Let's go back to wrap up. So on the video, it was about a little hen. So a sound-minded fox stalks an unsuspecting hen. This video provides instructional support for teaching predictions of cause and effects and sequencing events and story elements. So the whole point of the little video of Rosie's vlog is for you guys to pay attention to what was going on and what she was doing in order. Now, you don't have to do this. This is just part of the video that you had to see. What you do need to do is Bestie Bear does a trick, which is over here, okay? That is your homework. If you're on with me on the chat, or if you missed me, this is what you have to do. I already put it in Teams. Download it and start working on it, okay? Thank you.